Hold on, T-Side, I know you want a piece of this. Let me talk to him real quick. You better wake your ass up. We been down too long. We about to take our kingdom back. Time to reclaim the throne. I need a brother that's down to ride, cause we about to go at they domes. Don't be scared, put that fear in check. We got to right these wrongs. Reconciliation, put on for my nation. Two sticks back together. Got these heathen hating. I see fear in all they faces. Look like y'all deflated. Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. I say reconciliation, put on for my nation. Two sticks back together. Got these heathen hating. I see fear in all they faces. Look like y'all deflated. Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Vindicated, big facts not insinuated. God's law, yeah, we demonstrated till Babylon get incinerated. Oh damn, 144 triple O, better know we ain't playing, but we the controller. Slaying the legion of demons, believe it, you see in the army of God, the soldiers. Steamroll over doctrines, John 3:6, stop it. You know the world is us. Two sticks, that's us. Crack it in, that's us. No more room for a plus one touch us all. No walking the park till I'm walking dogs. Till it's raining bombs like it's raining frogs. When it pour out rap just to top it off. Yeah, flipping the scriptures, the wisdom of God. Riches I added up, pure and no additives. Hate the oppression, my people ain't mad enough. Man, I done had enough. Look how they channel us. I wanna channel the spirit of Christ. I see the vision, the kingdom in sight. Bright, the son of the father of lights. We the princes of the power. Come take a new shower. Daughter of Babylon dirty. Cleaning, they need some detergent. This ain't a 30 for 30. This is emergent. We gotta purge it. Factory, be the reset. Only come for be the precept. Water rise and get your feet wet. Let's go.
You better wake your ass up. We been down too long. We about to take our kingdom back. Time to reclaim the throne. I need a brother that's down to ride, cause we about to go at they domes. Don't be scared, put that fear in check. We got to right these wrongs. Reconciliation, put on for my nation. Two sticks back together. Got these heathen hating. I see fear in all they faces. Look like y'all deflated. Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. I say reconciliation, put on for my nation. Two sticks back together. Got these heathen hating. I see fear in all they faces. Look like y'all deflated. Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
Prophets hit the streets with no shame, man. Teaching all our people with the same thing. Nobody can run up with the vain thing. We preaching to the people what the word say. Cause it's the law. We gon' stand tall, pray we never fall. We gon' hold the line, we gon' count the cost. This the children's bread, this ain't me for dog. We gon' always win, ain't no lose or draw.
Couple is blaze, we couldn't down all the heresies. One of course, this ain't words, just like some parakeets. I'm ride or die. This is not poker, I'm going all in, ain't nothing new. They killed me once, they gon' do it again. Hopping out on me, we walking down with the prophecy. Young prophets building up army motor like pottery. Bible in my bed like a stick, can't fit it in my pocket. Weapons not corner, we building up in the city. On the cell with my chest, ain't no flex, they know we got nets. Better come correct laws on my mind, I can't second guess. Pushing precepts, pushing P, my foot up on the neck. Lose 14, 23, we in a project.
Prophets hit the streets with no shame, man. Teaching all our people with the same thing. Nobody can run up with the vain thing. We preaching to the people what the word say. Cause it's the law. We gon' stand tall, pray we never fall. We gon' hold the line, we gon' count the cost. This the children's bread, this ain't me for dogs. We gon' always win, ain't no lose or draw.
It's going down in this thing, yeah. Can I get a reader crowd loud in this thing? No, I don't need a speaker, lost sheep on my hoodie. In my hood, I had to feel it's the law. What we teaching, what your pastor say, don't keep. Luke 4:17, I'm a prophet, watch me prophesy. Open up the book and read it, Revelations 2 and 9. Hotter than some fish grease, now they wanna kill me. Own me, they wanna call me like I wrong see. Told me what they call me, but I'm Kente. Blood on my back from the real when it be near power. What he gave us, how he made us spiritually. Yeah, it's wartime, I'm a soldier.
Prophets hit the streets with no shame, man. Teaching all our people with the same thing. Nobody can run up with the vain thing. We preaching to the people what the word say. Cause it's the law. We gon' stand tall, pray we never fall. We gon' hold the line, we gon' count the cost. This the children's bread, this ain't me for dogs. We gon' always win, ain't no lose or draw.
Check it, I'm a doctor and a patient. Saint first 48, I popped up in the matrix. Feeling like the one when I speak the tongue of angels. Plus I got a couple talents, had to take them to the traders. Thrice a year, I'm a feast beast. 10 versions, that's a dime piece. 5 foolish plus 5 wise, hit them with a double entendre, that's a line. His servants being sealed right before us. The wage of sin I know I can't afford, not a Taurus. Garment game clean, got it from the sister Dorcas. Plus I think I found my purpose in this water like a porpoise. I always been grave, never been afraid. I'ma navigate this kingdom like I'm in a maze. I'm enduring to the end, then I'm getting saved. I'm getting changed. When Christ cracked the sky, then it's getting strange.
Look in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Rain down on these streets, it must be hurricane. All the above, he created everything. Just like Scar on Lion King, definitely a black man, yeah. Look in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Rain down on these streets, it must be hurricane. All the above, he created everything. Just like Scar on Lion King, definitely a black man, yeah.
Been losing all my friends for the love of money. You henchmen can keep the blocks, we gon' take the country. I can read now, boss, I never been a dummy. Hard to keep a lion in the cage when he getting hungry. When I'm thirsty, give me water or milk. Giving glory to the Father, help the nation get built. That's my goal, so I make it a point to lay up bricks, but still keeping it 100 like Wilt. You get it? Gold point, lay up bricks, 100 Wilt. I can't do it all alone, but 100 will. That's why we marching through your streets, prophecy fulfilled. Purple garments all in your peripheral when young get killed. That's a shame how they kill our youth and get away. It ain't the land of the free, but prison for the brave. Speak about it if you want and end up in the grave. But when that black king burn your bushes, I won't be amazed.
Look in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Rain down on these streets, it must be hurricane. All the above, he created everything. Just like Scar on Lion King, definitely a black man, yeah. Look in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Rain down on these streets, it must be hurricane. All the above, he created everything. Just like Scar on Lion King, definitely a black man, yeah.
This the revolution, resolution, restitution. When the residue, feel the heat like the desert do. Like a peasant do, kiss the feet of the pedestal. Like letters do, cross a T when my weapon move. This revenue, we be clever with this sword, let it sever you. They feeling pressure in these streets like a kettle do. They deaf and blind to the truth, that's Helen Keller flu. Listen to what I'm telling you. The black guard coming back with the heat. We in the hood teaching all niggas change your belief. We much more than the gang life, puffing the weed. And the whores in the nightlife, ducking the D's. I was just like you, I know it's hard to believe. But there's power in the Lord, you just gotta read. This a takeover, tell all the ops they getting makeovers. When that sky crack, they gon' black, seeing Jehovah.
Look in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Rain down on these streets, it must be hurricane. All the above, he created everything. Just like Scar on Lion King, definitely a black man, yeah. Look in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Rain down on these streets, it must be hurricane. All the above, he created everything. Just like Scar on Lion King, definitely a black man, yeah.
Hey, shalom. You are now tuned into the
Natives Hour, home of the 10 tribes. Come on.
Officer Hasadai to my right.
Officer Uriel.
Officer Jonah.
All praise, all
That's
praise,
right.
all praises.
Come on.
Another Natives Hour. We back. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. First off,
go.
I'd like
Right.
to shout out our leadership. Shout out the bishops,
That's right.
the deacons, the captains, the officers, the men who have been laboring in this truth to make sure that we can know who we are and keep the commandments. All praise to the Most High.
That's right.
All right, put that thumbnail up for me, please. Today we are talking about, can we see it on the YouTube? There we go. Ice cold, America's cruel concentration camps. A lot of C words in there. What we don't understand is a lot of times people like to talk about you can put me back on the screen. A lot of times people like to talk about the Holocaust when it comes to Amalek and the Jewish people. But we don't know that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans have been in the real Holocaust since 1492. Since the white man came to this land. You feel me? But first things first, there's been a lot of things going on in the news with Judah, Southern Kingdom. And we're going to touch on it. We're going to touch on the things that are happening to our people. Let's get that first video.
Stuff that'll make your blood boil.
Oh, yeah, the people on this panel are mad. We angry. Matter of fact, get that real quick. Get that Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 7.
Come on.
Because a lot of people might not know why we angry. A lot of people see us out on the street.
Right.
And be like, you're so angry. You're so loud. Why are you so angry?
Right.
This is why we're angry.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 7.
Bring it out.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
As a people, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we are oppressed. And if you can't see that just because you got a nice house, you got a 6-figure job,
Right.
you get to sleep with your oppressor, the white man, you got the white man in your bed like a pet, or you're his pet or her pet, however you want to play it. You might not see how terrible blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans have it here in America. But that's why, read the second part.
And a gift destroyeth the heart.
That's that gift. That's that what's called manumissions. You know,
Right.
meritus manumissions. That's that buttermilk biscuit for you.
Bring it out.
Master give you a little job, give you a little chain, give you a little BMW.
Right.
You know, he might even let you sleep with his daughter, and then you feel like, oh, it's not that bad. No, it's that bad. You just can't see it.
Yep.
Here's
Hey,
proof.
Stockholm syndrome is a real thing for our people, man. Our people sit here and believe just because they got a little slice of Esau's pie that they live in a dream. All right, y'all go get a rude awakening.
Hey, we seen that today. No matter how nice your car is, no matter how high up you are in your church,
Come on.
you not free.
Come on.
You not free. Black, Hispanic, indigenous man and woman, you still in the land of your slavery. You still in the land that you was brought to and colonized in. It don't matter how good your job is and how much money you have. If you wise, you still gonna be angry at the condition of your people. You know, so
Hey, and it's crazy. I just gotta say this, bro.
come on.
Because, you know, we was out of church today. We blistered church today.
Gotta
And,
speak on it.
bruh, now before service was still happening or whatever, we looking at the men, right? The men being led into the church by their wives. Come on. That visual alone let me know, like, oh, they not all the way there. And I don't think I saw not a near young man. Like, I didn't see not a near young man that was between the ages of 18 and 40.
Yeah.
It was all much older brothers. We gotta, like, if something gotta give in the mind, like, where the young black men at? Why they not in the church no more?
Hey, that's crazy. The church is dying.
The church is dead. The church is dead. There was no spirit in there. The spirit of Christ was not there. And you can tell, there's no revolutionaries. And I don't know if it's just Denver, because Denver, Colorado, a house Negro state.
Right.
But I could just see, like, we went from Martin Luther King, SNCC, what's the one brother that got killed on his lawn? Medgar Evans. Those type of brothers that came out of the Christian church to now just no revolutionary spirits in the Christian church.
Bring it out.
No pastors speaking up against the atrocities that's happening to black people.
The hell
Matter
is
of fact,
this?
play this. Watch this.
Tonight's broadcast with a follow-up to last night's not guilty verdict of Rick Chow, a day after he was acquitted of murdering 14-year-old Cyrus Carmack Belton. We saw reaction, or we're getting reaction, from the community. Our crews saw protesters gathered outside Chow's former gas station off of Park Lane Road.
Now stop, real quick, just in case you do not know. This brother, Cyrus Cormac Belton, he was like 14. 2 years ago, he was killed, he was murdered by this Moabite, by this Chinese man, because they accused him of stealing a water bottle. Water bottle is like $2.50. They killed this brother over $2.50. So his trial just happened a few weeks ago. I think this happened 12 days ago, so about 2 weeks ago. And basically, they found the Moabite not guilty of murdering this brother, even though they chased him down. So you have protests. They kind of vandalized his store, his former store, because he sold the store off. He no longer owns that. Go ahead, play.
In Columbia, Richland deputies also at the store now at this hour. They have been there since shortly after the verdict was announced last night. News 19's Whitney Sullivan speaking with criminal defense attorney John Mobley tonight. He was asked, where does he believe things possibly broke down for the prosecution in presenting his case?
From opening statements, one of the vast contrasts that I saw between the prosecution and the defense, where I believe the prosecutors dropped the ball, is they didn't really do much to humanize the victim in the case. And I remember...
Boom, right there, stop.
Yeah.
He said they didn't do much to humanize the victim because they don't see black and Hispanic people as humans. White society doesn't see us as human. The different nations that come to America don't see us as human. The Chinese man don't see us as human. The Arab man don't see us as human. That's why they trafficking brothers and sisters in East Africa as slaves into the Arab world. Nobody sees blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans as humans. They see us as animals. That's why they can shoot us in the back and get away with it. Go ahead.
And as you see real quick, that image, if y'all can go back like a couple seconds, his whole family chased this young brother.
The defense.
His father, if you could stop at the image, right there. His father, his son, and I heard it was either his wife or
the wife.
Another member of this dude Rick Chow family chased this young black boy. So it's like that tells you that they are on one accord when it comes to devaluing us, when it comes to how they look at us. Whole family chased this young brother.
So it's and to go a little bit deeper than that, right? It's not just chase. They chased them over 100 yards. That's farther than a football field. Right. And y'all know I ain't really too much on sports, so to know
that's
that
far.
Yeah, that's farther than the football field. And at the same time, what they did was they said that they feared for their life after chasing this young man and shot him in the back. You know what I'm saying? How can you fear for your life chasing somebody?
Because they know in this so-called justice system that's going to go.
Right.
Just saying that is going to go.
Right.
You know?
Hey, and on that note, real quick, that just reminded me of back in 1991, Letitia Harris, 15-year-old girl, got shot in the back of her head. And this was right before the Rodney King situation.
By Koreans.
By Koreans. Got shot in the back of her head by Koreans for some orange juice. See, I want to say this, and I want to emphasize that we as a people, we got to realize we got enemies. We got enemies. Like we just living like casually. It's okay. Like this is all right. No, it's not. And that's the problem with us, because what'll happen is we'll go. Somebody will get murdered. We'll say, oh, we'll boycott it. We'll boycott their stores, and 1 week later we'll forget. We'll go back to buying. We'll go back to dealing with these nations as though nothing happened.
Or we'll say that was just that one man that was evil.
Right.
It was just that one man that was racist. But little do we know, they all agree. They all agree. They just know how to move in code. Other nations know how to be racist and evil and move in code around us, bro.
Hey, that's heavy.
They know.
Because oftentimes you'll look at these different pro-black, or they call them B1 YouTubers or spaces, and they talk about being on code. When you look at the defense lawyer for Rick Chow for the Moabite man,
Right.
it was a brother.
Come on.
That's not on code.
Yep.
You will never see where a quote unquote anti-Semitic attack against a Jewish man or an Israelite and the other lawyer is going to be Amalek. They don't do that.
Right.
Like you said, Officer Jonah, they stay on code. But you know what the code for black people is? The Bible. Right. This is our code. This is how we deal with one another and seek the welfare of your brothers. You're not supposed to seek the welfare of your enemy over your brother. Yep. That's evil as hell.
And then you look online, you get a lot of Jasons and Menelaus spirit brothers all on the talking about he got what he deserved. Man, are you serious?
What?
Are you serious?
That's sister during Bishop's class.
Right.
That's how they think.
Are you serious? Can I get a script real quick?
Bring it.
Let me get Luke. Luke chapter 1, because our people don't understand that we got enemies.
Let's go.
Luke chapter 1. Let me get 68. You start off with 68.
The book of Luke, chapter 1 and verse 68.
Like you said, this is our code, right? Go ahead.
Blessed be the Lord God of Israel.
Come on.
For he hath visited and redeemed his people, and hath raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David.
Read on.
As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began.
Read.
That we should be saved from our enemies.
From our enemies. God's people. We have enemies. Yeah. What's so hard about what's the concept of understanding we have enemies is not hard. It's right in front of your face. These nations don't like us. They look at us and they will not spit on you if you was on fire. They wouldn't do it. Read.
And from the hand of all that hate us.
So for you so-called apologetics, explain that. Who are the enemies of God's people? Who are those that hate God's people?
They say it's just Satan, the spiritual demon.
Right.
But it say all.
Right. And this is talking about a people.
Right.
You know what I mean? This ain't talking about no. Come on, man.
And that's the thing. That's the problem with white supremacist Christianity. That's the problem with believing that Jesus Christ is a white man. If you believe that your enemy, the man who enslaved you, the man that's been killing you since 1492 is God, you gonna see everybody else that kills you as if they actual human beings, like they care about you. That's the problem with white supremacy Christianity. Go ahead, let's keep playing.
Really do much to humanize the victim in the case. And I remember listening to both opening statements. And while the prosecutor, the solicitor did mention he was 14 years old, that was kind of it. Had I been prosecuting that case, I would have talked about not only his age, but where he went to school, what he liked to do for fun, what video games he liked. I would have wanted to bring him to life so the jurors could have some image of this young man, this life in their mind, and they just didn't do that.
That's heavy. I'm sorry. That's heavy what he's saying. He's saying in court the human, what made this little brother human was not even really expressed. All they touched on was this brother's age. They said the brother was 14 and that's it. But they didn't go into the family that he had that he's not going to see no more. They didn't go into his goals and aspirations that he had for his life as a young man, what he liked to do, because that would put him in a light of a human,
bring it out,
of somebody valued. That's a heavy point because that goes into the scripture that we would abide many days without an image. The image of our people is tarnished. Even as young as 14, they didn't give him enough time to make him have human qualities to make the verdict more fair, more just. It's crazy.
Right. Hey, real quick. Let me get a script there real quick. Go. Because we're gonna break this propagandist these lies, man. Because all they do is they put our faces out there in a negative light and instill fear on everybody that's around. Let me get First Ezra real quick. Chapter 5 and verse 73.
Let's go.
All praise to you in the spirit.
You said verse what?
73.
First Ezra chapter 5 and verse 73.
Let's go.
And by their secret plots.
Now, their secret plots, they sit down in these think tanks and they sit down and try to convey messages between one another on how they can actually put the black person, Hispanic person, the Native American person in a black light, in a dark light, right? How can we make these people seem more evil? Oh, I know. Let's use our media. Let's use our media to only bring out the negative, to bring out the bad, to bring out the sins of these people. Read on.
And by their secret plots and popular persuasions.
Popular persuasions. They persuade the masses through their lies. They continue to push this propaganda that black people, all they do is steal, all they do is kill, all they do is hurt one another. They can't never come together in unity. But this it's happening. It's happening. All this is propaganda.
Keep playing.
Something I would have done differently if I was a prosecutor, and I don't think that they really leaned into the fact that this team was hunted.
Hunted. He was hunted. That's hunted. That's not no self-defense. That's not, I'm afraid. So a hunter don't be afraid for their life. The lion ain't never afraid of the antelope.
Bring it out.
The wolf ain't afraid of the deer.
Bring it out.
That's two different. The wolf ain't afraid of the sheep. It's the other way around. You know that in that brother's mind, as these demons was chasing him, he feared for his life because he was being hunted. Go ahead, play.
About him being chased out of the store about a bottle of water, that was kind of their big theme. They kind of hung everything on that, all about a bottle of water. This team was hunted. I mean, 130 yards. And I remember when in opening statements, when they talked about that, one thing I thought was great was he described that it was that 130 yards would be the equivalent of a football field goalpost to goalpost. Had I given that opening statement, I would have had that picture up there. I would have had a visual picture of a football field from goalpost to goalpost so the jury could see how far they hunted. These two grown men hunted this 14-year-old. And
two grown men hunted a 14-year-old. That sounds similar to Emmett Till. That sounds similar to Ahmaud Arbery, to Mir Rice. This is not a new thing. We think just because it's an Asian face that is anything different. And oftentimes we forget about our brothers and sisters who were sold into slavery into China, into Japan, into Korea, into Vietnam, Cambodia. This is a worldwide event where the other nations gun us down and hunt us like animals. Go ahead.
And this, I'm sorry, bro. This is a wake-up call to all of our people that say, I'm American. This is my country. I'm from here, second, third generation. I'm black, but I'm American.
Bring it out.
No, you're not. You're not. Because a lot of these Chinese families who move here, start up businesses,
they get imported. You gotta say what it is. They don't move here. They get imported by the U.S. government to oppress you.
Right. They are moved into our neighborhoods to set up shop so they can bring back money to them and their family. A lot of times they don't even be speaking English. They ain't even been here more than 5 years, but they do know that you're not American. So they don't have no fear of chasing your black behind down and gunning our people down. Even though they not even from here, they know enough about America that our people ain't American. We are not given the same liberty, and they have enough sense to know that.
Bring it out.
So, but go ahead, we could keep playing.
Yeah, continue.
Use that word. I wouldn't have said chased. I would have said hunted. That's how I would have really portrayed this. And which I think is accurate, quite frankly. Now, on the flip side, the defense, in their opening statement, they talked about the defendant's credentials and how he came to America and how he built his business and his family. They gave the jury all this information to humanize this person.
Right.
So
that right there, they made him a human being. They don't see black and Hispanic people as humans. Of another young man, and he's not a man yet because he's only 19.
Bring it out.
Carmelo Anthony, right? We're going to dive into that and see how his case was treated when it was actually self-defense. Play.
This verdict sends a clear message. Violence like this won't be tolerated in our Collin County community, and we remain committed to protecting our schools and standing with victims and their families.
You do not have rights to self-defense. Your life does not matter in 2020.
Right there. Your life don't matter. Remember, Black Lives Matter was a big thing? That sister is getting the wake-up call to no, Black lives don't matter. Our life does not matter here in America. They don't care about us. Go ahead. And then when you see the pictures, my bad. When you see the pictures of him after they process him and they done shaved his head, that's similar to how they did us in slavery. Shave our head balls, shave off our beard.
And then they throw light delousing powder and all this other stuff.
Exactly. When you was
Yep. Same thing.
Go ahead.
New era. Real live lynching.
Extremely raw emotion surrounding the murder trial of Carmelo Anthony, the 19-year-old North Texas man who fatally stabbed 17-year-old Austin Metcalf during a physical confrontation at a high school track meet. Anthony's lawyers and supporters called his action self-defense. A jury with no African-American representation saw it differently, finding the teen guilty and sentencing him to 35 years in prison. Critics allege racism played a role, contending Anthony did not receive fair treatment.
If a white boy would have said that they were afraid of a black boy, something tells me that jury that didn't have any black people on it, they would have believed him.
Panel prosecutors and the victims.
Hold that. Give me Habakkuk chapter 1 and verse 4.
Let's go. The book of Habakkuk.
Start at verse 1.
Habakkuk chapter 1 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
The burden which Habakkuk the prophet did see. O Lord, how long shall I cry, and thou wilt not hear?
Because that Habakkuk saw. Habakkuk was in the time of Babylon. He saw when all the rich folk was taken off and it was the poor left in the land. So he saw the evil and the mistreatment of his people. And he saw the evil and mistreatment of today as well. Come on.
And thou wilt not hear, even cry out unto thee of violence, and thou wilt not save.
And that's how we as a people feel. We cry out to the Lord, like, Lord, why? Why my son? Why my daughter? Why my husband? Why my wife? Why is this happening to us? Come on.
Why dost thou show me iniquity and cause me to behold grievance?
Read.
For spoiling and violence are before me.
This is a robbery. It's a miscarriage of justice. Go ahead.
And there are that raise up strife and contention.
Come on.
Therefore, the law is slack.
The laws of America are slack. There are two justice systems. One for the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and one for everybody else. It's the injustice system. It's the just us system. Come on.
And judgment doth never go forth.
Right judgment doesn't go forth. How? At least give him manslaughter. He a young kid. You see all the time where white you. Well, watch this. I forget the case, but there was a young Edomite kid, rich kid, who they found him sexually assaulting a young girl. And the dude got no jail time.
Right. The judge said,
you know what I'm talking about?
You're young, and
I don't want to ruin your life.
Right. You got so much life ahead of you.
If y'all can find that, if anybody could look that up, so we could, cross reference and show. I'm just now thinking of it.
He was on a college. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, but he was a young Edomite.
Right.
Right. You have different situations where these young white kids do all type of evil. They might not even be young. They might be pushing into their mid-20s. But they do some evil, and they get away with it because of who their dad is. Or their dad knows such and such judge or such and such politician.
Yep.
The law is slack. Right judgment is not going out. Read.
Message.
Therefore the law is slacked, and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous.
The wicked is the so-called white man. Is Esau. That's the wicked. That's who's running this earth. They're all around us, causing us to sin, forcing their evil ways on us. Come on.
Therefore, wrong judgment proceedeth.
Meaning the way we live in is not right. There is no justice in America.
Bring it out.
And if you're looking for justice in America, you will not find it. Go ahead and play the rest of that video.
You talking about Brock Turner?
Yes,
That-
Brock
that was
Turner.
name.
I remember the name
20
Brock.
years ago.
Men are being impacted. One, however, is dead, and dead is dead. The fact that this occurred in a controlled environment, it was at a track meet. There was not immediate risk to the murderer's wife in that exact moment in time. There were people
Murderers. The murder. They calling him a murderer, but he was defending himself. You see the stark difference between the way Rick Chow is handled versus the way Carmelo Anthony is handled? One chased down a child and shot him in the back, but is called a defendant. What? The other was defending himself from 4 white bullies. What? And he is called a murderer. There's a stark difference in the way the media portrays things. Go ahead.
place. He could have gotten help. And so reacting with a deadly weapon inside of a controlled environment did not meet the standard of self-defense according to the jurors. And I think what happened was the law was applied. Now everyone's applying their own personal prejudices and thoughts to this on both sides, and it's pretty horrifying on both sides what's being said.
And right now he said the law was applied, right? And just how we just saw, Rick Chow chased down a 14-year-old young boy, teenager, chased him down over a football field and murdered him in cold blood. Now you got a brother here that defended himself, self-defense. Remember the use of force continuum, right? You got I forgot his weight, but he was nowhere near the same weight as these two Edomites who was standing over him, telling him to get out of the tent, pushing him or putting hands on him to get him out of the tent.
Now, hold on. Use of what now?
Use of force.
Continuum?
Use of force continuum. Meaning, if I come to you with my fist, you cannot come to me with a knife.
Ah, okay.
So, in other words, if I come to you with my fist, you can't come to me with a knife. It's going to be fist to fist.
Especially if we like the same weight.
Right, same weight
if
class.
I'm bigger than you.
If you bigger than me,
I can't come to you with no weapon.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
But if you bigger than me, I can come to you with a weapon because there's a difference in weight, size. All of that matters. Esau is the one who put that into legislation into play when it comes to the use of force for law enforcement and for how we supposed to deal with one another. Right? Watch this. Let me get a scripture real quick. Get Isaiah chapter 10.
Let's go.
Bring out verse 1. Because this is a double standard. It only works for them. The law is not for us. The law that they create is not for us. Read.
Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1.
Read.
Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees.
Destruction unto them that decree unlawful decrees. Read on.
And that write grievousness which they have prescribed.
Legislation, their laws, their use of force continuum that only applies to them. Read.
To turn aside the needy from judgment.
Who's the needy that needs the actual judgment? It's our people. They're turning aside the judgment. They looking at Carmelo Anthony and saying that he's a murderer. He's a murderer when he was defending himself. You know what I'm saying? And then they turn around and say Rick Chow was defending himself. How is that? Make that make sense?
What?
That don't even make sense. Read on.
And to take away the rights from the poor of my people.
Right. Read on.
That widows may be their prey.
That widows may be their prey. So you end up taking out the husband out the house. Then you got a single mother. You know what I'm saying? And then they become the prey of Esau. They become the product of the environment, and Esau preys on them. Read.
And that they may rob the fatherless.
We are the fatherless. We are the fatherless. They sit there, they make unjust laws that only works for them, and when we step up and do the same thing, it don't work for us. Y'all better wake up, man. This is not the laws that's for us.
That's heavy. Good precept. I see you out here. I see you. Go ahead, keep playing.
At the end of the day, it should be just a steady application of the law.
Charles.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Paul, and I think, I know this argument is being made that there were no African Americans on the jury. And Chris, correct me if I'm wrong, but there's a challenge.
Right there, he said it. There were no black people on the jury. This was a bunch of white folks saying that this young brother needs to go to jail. That's railroading, bro. That's injustice. In America, don't it say it got to be a jury of your peers? So where the young black men at who can understand his situation?
Right. There was no juror that can actually step in the shoes of this young man and say, I understand where he coming from.
The only way the white folk are gonna see it is if that was me, I would have killed him first.
Damn.
The way the white man sees it is, that's my white son that this nigga just killed.
Right.
That's the way the white folk are seeing it.
Bring it out.
They can't see it from the other side. It don't work like that.
Right.
That's bias.
Yep.
I think who said that? Was it Jason Whitlock? Yeah, that's what Bishop brought out during his class. That's how Jason Whitlock explained it. But he's trying to demonize black people to say we can only see it a certain way. Yeah, we see it that for over 400 years, black folk have been getting killed and nothing's been done about it.
Right.
That's the reality of our situation.
Right. Put yourself in his shoe. Whenever you see a white person surrounds us, the only thing going in our mind is we're about to die.
We about to get strung
We're about
up.
to die.
And there's proof of it.
Yeah.
There's history of white folks surrounding us, taking us somewhere, and we end up dead. We end up lynched on a tree.
Right.
Bring it out.
Proof of the anxiety that's built up in a lot of us in them situations.
It's in our DNA.
Yeah.
It's in our DNA, and we have no respite or restitution from that. We ain't got no therapy. We don't got no. It's all PTSD that's in our DNA from decades, from centuries, and we living through it, and we don't even know how to deal with it.
Post-traumatic
slave syndrome,
disorder.
right?
Yep. Go ahead, play.
You can file if you feel that the jurors are removed because of racial reasons, correct?
Right. Now I'm going to talk about that.
Okay, yeah. And so, and from my understanding, that didn't happen. So you would think that like his attorneys would at least do that, or move forward. That his family. I know that they're somewhat making that argument, but from what I read, both attorneys were kind of saying this wasn't as racial as it was all these other issues, and it was kind of being racialized online more so than anything. And so I wish all these other folks like Jasmine Crockett and others on the right and the left, because I've seen some
So
on the
that
right.
can't be the case, because I don't know if you've seen the videos of Austin Metcalf's dad talking about black people, all the disparaging things he said about black people, calling the brother a watermelon felon. This is the thought process of the father, meaning Austin Metcalf thought the same thing. That's the only reason why you would run up on a young black kid to press him with three other Edomites.
Right.
That's like, what are you talking about? It ain't a racial issue.
That's a learned behavior.
Exactly.
It's a learned behavior, man.
Come on. And I can't stand people be like, these younger, I forget, it might have been on Clubhouse talking to a sister where she was like, I'm a millennial, these younger white folk might be a little more woke. No, the young white people just as racist. Racism don't change.
Hey, you know what's crazy? Also, my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off, man.
Go
This just pissed me off, man. You looking at early '60s where the great grandfathers of or the grandfathers of these people are still alive, right? And they have taught their children what they believe. And their children was there when we was getting hung on trees. Their children was there when when dogs was getting sick on us. When we was getting hung and killed by the hundreds. You know what I mean? And then now they're grown. They're our policemen. They're our teachers. They're the ones that serving you donuts and coffee. They're the ones driving your bus, taking you from point A to point B. And we think, oh yeah, they're woke. Yeah, they understand the plight of black people now. Man, wake the hell up.
That go back to that script, A Gift Destroyeth the Heart, because after that period of time, after the lynching, you had the 60s, the 70s,
right,
which was the period of what, like integration.
Yep.
Right, including black folks in certain things, the NAACP, NAACP, and affirmative action.
Right.
So,
hey, you dropped the Negro off the NAACP. You dropped the whole Negro part.
Right. So you had these certain things, right? And what did that do? They never stopped understanding the dynamic between black and white folks. They just was on code, like we talked about, to keep it on the hush-hush and treat us with some type of decency for a temporary time. What it did for us, though, was it destroyed our mind into thinking, well, maybe we can fit in this system if we just work hard enough.
Yep.
And so that destruction got us thinking, now got us confounded. Now got us astonished when things like this happen. When we feel that hatred, now we're confused. No, they never change.
That's that cognitive dissonance. You got in your mind what you was taught and then now you're being shown something else. Now it's conflicting in your brain.
Bring it
You
out.
can't make sense of it. That's that cognitive dissonance that Bishop be talking about. Go ahead, my bad.
Go ahead, play. Hey, last thing. It really disturbs me how a lot of these liberal or quote unquote progressive brothers, they only put up black men that are very effeminate or homosexual. Right. That it just bothers the hell out of me. But go ahead.
Stay out of it because they're not really involved in the process. They did not see everything that the jurors saw, and they just don't have the answers.
April, what's your thoughts on that?
So I just want to say that it is a tragedy when young people either choose to commit acts that land them in prison or they end up inside of a casket. Both families lose here, and it's really, really sad to see. But at the end of the day, the elements.
Now again, I want you to see because Officer Uriel was just talking about propaganda. The picture they put up for Austin Metcalf versus the picture they put up for Carmelo Anthony, vastly different. They put up Carmelo Anthony's mugshot, but they put up this guy as being some type of all-American hero. He could have been the next Peyton Manning.
He had a future. Yep. And both cases, because somebody might be like, well, no, it's because he's dead. He don't have an opportunity to live no more. But the brother Cyrus got murdered, but he was still portrayed as he was still dehumanized, and the killer was portrayed as he had such a future ahead of him. So it ain't got to do with who died and who didn't.
It's vastly different. How she was saying, both families lost. No, both families didn't. No, both families. You gotta look at it as a generational thing. You can't look at it as an individual thing. We as a people are continually losing. We are continually losing
to this day.
Now, I don't know how far I want to go into this. We understand that the brother Carmelo Anthony, he got 35 years, and I want to bring to mind what we talked about last time we were on with them brothers that ended up killing Julio Fulio, and what the warden said. The warden said that young man would be good sweat equity. When you look at Carmelo Anthony's situation, that white man is now going to get 35 years of good sweat equity out of this young man. Keep that in mind. Keep in mind where he's going, who owns the place he's going, and how he has been talked about as less than human. Keep that in mind as we go along in the show. Pull up that next article. Now we can get into the concentration camps that our people find themselves in. You can read that?
Yes, sir.
Let me know. Go ahead, put it up.
Report: ICE wasted millions endangered detainees in largest immigration facility.
This was written in June 10th, 2026. That was a few days ago, right? We're in June, right? Okay, go ahead. Little words.
I got you.
You got it?
Yeah.
I got you. A new federal watchdog report has found severe violations at one of the country's largest immigration detention centers.
This is in El Paso, Texas, so it's right at the border. Go ahead.
Including millions of dollars wasted, detainee health endangered, and the destruction or loss of evidence in a detainee death investigation. The report, produced by the U.S. Government Accountability Office, focuses on Camp East, Montana. The facility opened in August 2025 on the grounds of the U.S. Army's sprawling Fort Bliss military installation.
So this ICE detention center was recently opened on a Army base. Think about that. The U.S. government is using the U.S. Army to house quote-unquote illegal immigrants, the Northern Kingdom of Israel. You so-called Hispanics are the Israelites. Go ahead.
On the grounds of the U.S. Army's sprawling Fort Bliss military installation in El Paso, Texas. The facility can hold up to 5,000 immigrants. But the detention center...
Not 5,000 people, not 5,000 men, women, children, 5,000 immigrants. That's dehumanizing language. Come on.
But the detention center, formerly operated by Acquisition Logistics, LLC, and since March operated by Amentum Services has been dogged by problems and has not been running at full capacity. The report found millions of dollars wasted on meals and operations billed at full capacity, even when the actual detainee population was far lower. Senator Dick Durbin, D3, one of the lawmakers who requested the report, called it damning. We now know even more details of how dangerous and irresponsible the Trump administration's mass deportation campaign truly is. Durbin said in a news release, excessive use of force, lacking medical and mental health care, and wasted taxpayer dollars are emblematic of this mass deportation scheme.
Let's break that down. It said, where we at? Excessive use of force, meaning inside these ICE detention centers, our brothers and sisters are being abused. They're being beat up, physically abused. They whooping on them. They mistreating them. They're hurting them. Violence is being done to these brothers and sisters. It said lacking medical and mental health care, meaning they stick them in little boxes. And if you have some type of disease or you have some type of injury, it is not getting treated.
Pregnancy.
So we gonna get to that. Ooh, slow your roll. We gonna get to it. Let me build, brother.
Come on.
Come on. Good read.
In a statement to NPR, the Department of Homeland Security vowed upgrades and improvements to the troubled facility under a new contractor.
Again, these are privately owned prisons. Really, they're private owned prisons. Right. But these are privately owned centers that our tax dollars, you pay taxes, your money goes to make sure they're ran via Donald Trump. Go ahead.
Bring it out.
The agency said ICE is always looking at ways to improve our detention facilities to ensure we are providing the best care to illegal aliens in our custody. Evidence destroyed in death-related case. Since its inception, Camp East Montana has been mired in controversy. The detention facility was hastily built in order to meet the detention space needs for President Trump's crackdown on immigration.
And that reminds me of like in the 1400s and 1600s, how they would build slave castles on the west coast of Africa and throughout America and the North America and South America to house us as a place in order to move us from the Americas to Spain or from the west coast of Africa to the Americas. It's similar. Remember, there's no new thing under the sun. The same thing they were doing in the time of slavery is the same thing they're doing today. Nothing has changed.
Acquisition.
No bomb? No bomb. Can't get a bomb. All right. Wow. So what you doing with the sound bites? That wasn't no, what was that? Oh, that was you? Go read.
Acquisition Logistics, LLC, a small contractor with no prior experience in immigration detention, was awarded a $1.3 billion contract to operate the center. Since its opening last year, immigration lawyers and immigrant rights organizations have expressed concerns about the conditions inside the facility. In a letter to Congress in December, the ACLU included the experiences of 45 detainees who described repeated instances of coercion.
Coercion. That's in quotation marks. Meaning, whoever the guards who were ever working this facility forced whoever was in there to do things that they did not want to do. Take that as you will. Right. They're not giving you a lot of detail for a reason.
Right.
Bring it out.
Because it gets graphic.
Yeah, it gets exactly. And we're going to get into that. Go ahead.
Go back up. Let me finish that off.
And physical force, meaning they're whooping on them. Read down. Go down.
In February, ICE inspectors found 49 violations to detention standards at Camp East Montana, including a failure from staff to accurately document required checks to prevent significant self-harm and suicide.
Meaning things are so bad in here that brothers and sisters want to kill themselves to escape the evils that are happening in these ICE detention centers.
Bring it out.
Come on.
And a month later, 4 detainees sued the detention center and described severe medical neglect. At least 3 people have died while in custody at Camp East Montana.
You see now why we call this a concentration camp. Camp East Montana. I didn't realize it says camp in there. Wow. I found this out. Go ahead.
One of the deaths, detainee Geraldo Lunas Campos, was ruled a homicide by the El Paso County Medical Examiner's Office.
Geraldo, brother, you speak Spanish. What are you doing?
What'd I say?
Geraldo.
Geraldo.
You speak Spanish.
That was my Judah
Oh,
Spanish.
wow. No, but you speak Spanish. I don't know why you playing that.
That's wild. Hey, you ain't right. You ain't right.
I don't even
Hey, but real quick though,
Go
man,
ahead.
that's wild, bro.
Hey, I was in my
Hey,
Judah mode, bro.
but listen though, man. If y'all see what's going on in this article, right? Because Northern Kingdom is going through it too. Northern Kingdom going through the same atrocities, same problem as Southern Kingdom, and refuse to see it. Because what happens is, right, and I'm gonna give a little breakdown about what's going on in the facilities. Because if you're an officer in a facility, you got somebody who's claiming suicide or have suicidal tendencies, you're supposed to check on that person either 15 minutes to 30 minutes every round. But what you have is you have Edomites that don't like you that sit back and say, I'll check on them in 2 hours. Come on. I'll check on them in 3 hours. Matter of fact, let's go to lunch. Let's go play cards and let's go check on them. And then what happens is you got somebody hanging in a cell. You got somebody that's dead in a cell. That mentally, Northern Kingdom is going through it. Mentally, Northern Kingdom is traumatized by what's going on in the facility. Let me get a script real quick, please.
The hell is this?
Let me get Zechariah. Let me get Zechariah chapter 11, and let's start off at verse 4. Because what's going on, we're going to realize that Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom, the so-called Hispanics and the so-called blacks and Native Americans, we're one. We the same people. We go through the same things. Read.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 11 and verse 4. Thus saith the Lord, my God, feed the flock of the slaughter.
The flock of the slaughter are you so-called Hispanics, so-called Native Americans, you so-called black people. We are the flock of slaughter. We getting slaughtered and nobody don't care. Everybody understands and sees what we going through and step back and say, you know what? That's them.
Even if you look at it, right? The way Esau has his agricultural system set up, the way they take cows, the way they take sheep,
right?
They herd them into a giant facility.
Right. Come
on. They push them through a line.
Come on.
And they're just sitting there waiting to get killed. The animals
Yep.
know they about to get killed.
Yep.
That's the same way with the ICE detention centers. That's the same way with prisons.
Even to add on top of that, because you look at the projects, the hoods and the ghettos. Who are in the projects, the hood? It's a majority of the blacks and Hispanics. It's the same thing as a prison system. You are piled up on top of each other, and then you are jobs is taken away from you. You can barely feed yourself. You can barely find good health care. And what happens? You end up turning on each other. You end up not knowing how to get out of that situation, right? But read on.
Verse 5. Whose possessors slay them.
Our possessors who sold us on a transatlantic slave trade and post-transatlantic slave trade are slaying us. The blacks and Hispanics, we are being killed right now, and we don't even see it. Read.
And hold themselves not guilty.
No, they hold themselves according to their word.
And hold themselves not guilty.
That's why they can kill you cold blood and walk away not guilty. That's why they can kill you in these ICE detention centers and say, you know what? Hey, let's go get some lunch, and just and rule it a suicide. When in actuality, they the ones killing us.
Or when you read now, go back, keep reading this, because to your point and to what the scripture is saying, read this next part after Geraldo. Also, post-transatlantic slave trade.
Yeah, that's
where you get that from?
Before the transatlantic slave
Post
trade.
is after.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Okay.
Pre-transatlantic
Either
slave
way, I
trade.
feel like you just made that up. I ain't never heard nobody say that. Go ahead.
Before. Sub-Saharan.
One of the deaths, detainee Geraldo Lunas Campos, was ruled a homicide by the El Paso County Medical Examiner's Office. The GAO report found the contractor did not provide use of force and death reports to ICE as required. In addition, evidence associated with the incident was missing or destroyed.
Meaning they hid evidence of what these people did to this brother. Huh? That's also how they find themselves not guilty. They cover it up.
Sweep it under the rug.
They just sweep it under the rug. Pretend like they didn't kill a man. That brother got a family. He got a wife. He got kids. He got people that were hoping to see him again one day, and they never gonna see him again. He probably ain't give no proper burial.
Bring it out.
This is the way this white man moves.
Yup.
Go to that next article.
They don't care.
And they got the nerve to.
Matter of fact, hey, Rick, go back to that scripture. Finish reading that scripture.
Yep. Verse 5, Zechariah 11, verse 5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord.
Because when you look at it, somebody gets money for these ICE detention centers.
Yep.
They get paid based on the amount of quote-unquote illegal immigrants that they round up and can put in these concentration camps.
By the bodies.
By the bodies. They're buying them.
Yep.
So when you get snatched up by ICE, you've just been sold. Your body has been sold to an ICE detention center, to a private-owned prison, just like our brother Carmelo Anthony. He has been sold to a private-owned prison.
Right.
Who's possessed? Read it again.
Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord.
Because ain't that what they saying? God bless America.
Yep,
ain't they saying they white Christian nationalists?
Right.
Don't they say, thank God that they can do this, make America great again?
Yep.
Read.
For I am rich, and their own shepherds.
I'm rich. Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, what's his son-in-law's name? Jared Kushner, Elon Musk. All these rich white folks say, I'm rich. I get rich off of locking up black men. I get rich off locking up so-called Hispanics, rounding them up and putting them in cages. That's how they get rich. Read.
And their own shepherds pity them not.
Where is the Hispanic church?
Let's go.
Where's the black and Hispanic church at?
Let's go.
Why they not saying nothing? Where's the Hispanic pastors that are going to say, yo, what happened with the ICE detention centers?
What are apologetics?
Oh, they don't care. An apologetic is a dog. You a Christian apologetic, you're a dog. You are a watchdog for white supremacy. You don't give a damn about black people. You don't give a damn about Hispanic people. You could care less about a brother going to jail.
Yep.
You're a sellout. You are a sellout. You're not even worth talking about.
Hey, and they got $1.3 billion to build these detention centers, but they don't have nothing to help the community. They don't have nothing to help you. They don't have nothing to say, you know what? Let's help get y'all some housing. Let's help put some food inside the house. You know what? Let me give y'all some pay raises so y'all can take care of your own houses and families. They don't care about us. They don't care. That's why they got money to build private facilities to shepherd our people in to slaughter us.
You got your Tupac on. He said, got money for wars, but can't feed the poor.
Damn.
Oh, we dropped bombs for Tupac lines now. Oh, okay.
Come on.
Show the next article, bro. Shout out Zebulon over there, I guess. Read that.
All right, here we go. We got ICE. The title is ICE doesn't want the public to see what happens in its detention centers. Scroll down.
So again, I think this was pretty recent as well. When was this? May? Yep, May. Go ahead.
Zoom in. Can you zoom in?
Well, that font small as hell. It ain't. I'll read it. I got you. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement often uses secrecy to conceal its own shortcomings. The latest example of the agency's elusive behavior came this week, as ICE restricted lawmakers' access to Delaney Hall. So basically, I'm going to keep reading. A detention center in New York, New Jersey. ICE turned away the New Jersey governor and others during an ongoing hunger strike while pepper spraying hundreds of protesters, meaning they're detainees who are striking by not eating. And so different politicians tried to go up to the detention center to see what was going on, but they wouldn't let them in. They wouldn't let them see what's going on. Go ahead. Or I'm the one going ahead. The memo states that ICE will facilitate meetings between people in detention and the requesting congressional office only if the individuals in detention are specifically identified by the office requesting the meeting. Now, the problem there is, how, if they're undocumented and illegal, how are you supposed to know who up in there? And if you're fudging the records or hiding, the specifics as to who you've taken, how do I know who's in there? Basically, you cannot see who's in this building. You're not allowed to see who I've enslaved in my concentration camp. That's what the white man telling us. Oh, okay. I did miss a paragraph. Though aggressive, this behavior is nothing new. Since taking office, the Trump administration has repeatedly tried to block congressional oversight into immigration detention. On May 11, ICE issued a memo that again seeks to restrict oversight by members of Congress and their staff at ICE detention facilities. The memo states that ICE will facilitate meetings between people in detention and the requesting congressional office only if the individuals in detention are specifically identified by the office requesting the meeting. ICE will also require the office to submit valid proof of consent from the detained person and 2 days advance notice for any visit. Again, if you don't allow them to call out or you don't allow them to contact people, how are they supposed to be able to talk to anybody? This is garbage. This is evil. Go ahead. I'm saying go ahead again. These new requirements once again block members of Congress from freely speaking to people in detention and obtaining crucial information about the conditions of their confinement. Previous efforts by former Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem to restrict congressional access have led to multiple court orders against the administration. Congressional oversight is crucial at this moment, considering ICE's rapid expansion of immigration detention. Obstructing visits from elected officials to detention facilities has become ICE's calling card. In a well-publicized event last year, federal agents arrested 3 members of New Jersey's congressional delegation, along with the mayor of Newark, after they denied access to Delaney Hall. This week's clash at the ICE facility escalates that pattern. So essentially, we're not going to go through this whole thing. Essentially, they trying to go up in there and see, yo, what's going on, what you doing with these people, and they wouldn't let them. So there's a level of secrecy that Donald Trump, his administration, and ICE are having surrounding these concentration camps. Now play that y'all got anything? Okay, play that next video, please. Like, share, subscribe. IUIC Denver, IUIC Denver in the classroom. Make sure, oh, I got the wrong hand. I don't know what I'm doing. Donate to the Booster Club. Come on. Because, why you switch? What's wrong with you? Donate to the, you threw me off. Donate to the Booster Club. We want to continue to send the prophets around the world to wake up the 12 tribes of Israel, and you can help. If you tired of seeing the evil that's done in this world, put your money where your mouth is. Donate to the Booster Club.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they hollering for food in there, but what I want you to see is look at the way this is structured. Look at the way that concentration camp is structured. It looked like prison. It looked like jail.
Yeah, that is.
And they screaming for food. Why would they have to scream for food? Because they not giving them no food.
Right.
Go to that next video. Oh, say that again? Did that brother have a knife? Oh, I don't know.
Hey, and real quick, a lot of us forget, man. A lot of these brothers and sisters is in these detention centers, and they legal. They legal.
Right. Damn.
So I don't want y'all to miss the point. They will portray it as if they criminals,
right,
or they done did something to deserve being put in there. These brothers and sisters, a lot of them is legal. Because remember, when they was targeting and arresting a lot of Hispanics, a lot of Haitians, they was doing it based off of their accent. They wasn't even checking for ID. They wasn't even checking to see if they was legal.
Bring it out.
They was targeting people with accents throwing them in these detention centers, and then letting stuff get sorted out later. So just so you know, these brothers and sisters got families, are innocent, trying to look for better opportunities for their family. These is not criminals.
Hey, Officer John, we gotta check the language. When we talk about legal, Gad got a great saying. Can't nobody be illegal on stolen land.
Right.
If anybody illegal, it's this damn white man.
Damn
Donald Trump is an illegal.
Right.
Jared Kushner is an illegal. J.D. Vance is an illegal.
Come on.
Elon Musk is an illegal.
Come on.
Those are the illegals. Go to Lamentations chapter 5 and verse 1.
Let's go.
We gonna show who the real illegal alien is.
Let's go.
Because it's not you so-called Hispanics. You so-called Hispanics are the Israelites. You are God's chosen people. The land was given to you, but the reason we're going through these things is because we choose not to follow God's commandments.
Bring it out.
We choose to worship a white Jesus instead of worshiping the true Messiah. Go ahead, read that.
Lamentations chapter 5 and verse 1. Remember, O Lord, what has come upon us. Consider and behold our reproach.
Our reproach. Being thrown in an ICE detention center is a reproach.
Right.
Being called an illegal alien is a reproach. Read.
Our inheritance is turned to strangers.
Our inheritance, America is our inheritance. It's been turned to the so-called white man. He is the stranger. He is strange. He's not your friend. He's not your amigo, your compadre. He's not your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend. He is a stranger. Read.
Our houses to aliens.
To aliens. This so-called white man is the illegal alien. Go ahead, play.
Hey, real quick to line back. Let me get Ezekiel chapter 33 because you said something heavy just now.
Let's go.
Because they are not. And what we doing is we go out every single day. We teach classes every single day to show you who your enemy is. We bring proof after proof after proof. Day in and day out, the bishops and captains, the deacons going in. They showing you this in your face. They're showing you this. Read Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 32 real quick.
The book of Ezekiel chapter 33 and verse 32.
Let's go.
Start at verse 31. Jump up.
Verse 31. And they come unto thee as the people cometh.
Read on.
And they sit before thee as my people. And they hear thy words, but they will not do
So
them.
who is this talking about? This is talking about our people. We'll sit there, we'll be like, oh yeah, man, yeah, this sound good. We need to come together. Oh man, yeah, man, y'all bringing it out. Oh man, yeah, let's do this. Read on.
For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness.
So their heart go after these nations. Their heart go after their sin. It's just like the other day at camp. We telling this brother, put down the weed. Put down the weed. Stop killing yourself. If you want to help your people so bad, stop smoking. The brother said no. The brother said, no, I'm not going to stop smoking. I mean, you hate your people. You sat there 20, 30 minutes listening to God's words, and you refuse to stop smoking. That means this is a lovely song to you. I was going to say it. Read on.
And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song.
Read.
Of one that hath a pleasant voice.
Man, y'all saying the real stuff, man. Y'all bringing it out, man. All right, well, come on to the school. All right, well, repent. Change your ways. Stop sinning. Right? Read on.
And can play well on an instrument. For they hear thy words, but they do them not.
They will not do them. They will not keep the Sabbath day. Our people will not do it. It's not until destruction come upon us. It's not until our possessors begin to slay us that we begin to. Oh, dang! You know what? What them guys in the read? Verse 33.
And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them.
Y'all gonna know because the affliction is gonna tear y'all butt so much that y'all gonna know the prophets have given you warning day in, day out. Class coming in, class coming out. From the bishops on down, there is classes coming out to show you who your enemy is. And you gonna be looking for what them guys in the purple and gold on the corner who is telling us this, and now all of a sudden that we ain't here. We ain't here no more.
What you want, John? I see you.
Hosea, yeah.
I'm already here.
Go ahead, yes, sir. Yes,
the book of Hosea. You ready? You ready back there?
Come on.
I was already. I said we in the spirit right now.
Let's go. Hey, we in 30 days of camp, so we seeing different spirits every day.
For real.
And our people are very comfortable. And it's like you shaking them with the word of God. You telling them who they are, but they living so good. and they don't want to repent because they comfortable, right? Read that.
Hosea chapter 5 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
I will go and return to my place.
So God said he will go and return to his place. That is God turning his back on the blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Bring it
Our
out.
people, because of our sins, God said, I'm done with you.
Right.
I'm not messing with you no more because
Right.
you won't listen to me.
Right.
That's what you see in these ICE detention centers. All the affliction that Northern Kingdom are going through. Read.
Till they acknowledge their offense.
God gonna put that belt to behind until we acknowledge the sins that we have committed.
Right.
Until we acknowledge our evil towards one another. Our breaking of the dietary law, our hatred for our brother, our breaking of marriage, breaking of the dress code.
Right.
We have to come back to God's law to even begin to talk about solutions and how to
Right.
get about these conditions. Finish that off.
And seek my face. In their affliction, they will seek me early.
Unfortunately, we got to go through pain.
Come on.
And it's already written. God got to turn his back on his people to where you see these realities. Our people being stuffed in these camps, neglected. And unfortunately, we have to go through this pain, and more is coming. Worse is coming. And why? So we can do what? So we can seek God's face in this Bible and acknowledge our sin.
Right.
That's the key.
That's how you know God a black man. He basically said a hard head make a soft ass.
Right.
Yep.
Go ahead and play this next video.
They're saying the women at the ICE detention facilities are being forced to wear diapers. And I mean the same diaper for like weeks. And you know what we go through as women, our time of the month. And not only are they being forced to use this diaper for their time of the month, but they're also being forced to use the diaper to number 1 and number 2 in. The same diaper.
And you know what's crazy? You know what that sounds like? It sounds like, go ahead, say it.
Packed on the slave ships.
Transatlantic slave
Defecating,
trade.
pissing on each other.
You got sisters packed together. They got their menstrual, and that menstrual just run down on the people below them. That's exactly what's happening. Same thing. For those of you who don't believe that Hispanics are the Israelites, that this ain't happening to no damn Asian man. This ain't happening to no East Indian. This ain't happening to no Arab.
Bring it out.
This is only happening to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. The curses are evident. I don't know what's wrong with y'all.
And we say it all the time. Why is it that America has immigrants from all different countries? China, Afghanistan. It was a huge wave of migrants from Afghanistan. Y'all seen them hanging on a plane to get to America. It's millions of them here. But yet, like
why
you
they
said,
not in the detention center?
when you look at the detention center, it's only our people. So that means it's strategic. What they call it, a scheme.
Exactly.
They know who they're putting in those detention centers.
Propaganda.
Bruh, come on, man. Go ahead.
Big on this propaganda. Let's get that next video.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is to verify, because she said, I'm hearing. This is to verify the claims that the sister just made. Let's watch this. You don't have to translate for us. It's written on the screen, but for those who cannot see. Can you not see either? All right, one of y'all read that.
And wait. Wait for our oh, damn, that was fast.
I'm going to read it. I got you. Go ahead. Hey, just play it, bro. Yeah. And bond and wait for the process. Just keep going. And wait for our process. We are treated as criminals. We are mothers, we are families, and our families need us. We're going to show some of the conditions, just keep going, in which we have been living for months. The mouthwash and brush. So she stopped, pause it. So she took some little scrubby thing, and that they don't actually have toothbrushes. They don't actually have toothpaste. Go ahead. Yep, exactly. Go ahead. And the broken panties, so the underwear is deteriorating. Go ahead.
Hey, hold on, pause that.
What is that?
What color is she? I'm just saying.
They all black as hell.
Right, because Northern Kingdom like to
Mino negro.
Right.
I don't blah, Bobby.
Right,
I don't blah.
Northern Kingdom like to put that difference, but when you're looking at it, Jeremiah 50:33, we are oppressed in the same way. Come on. My bad. I just had to.
Nah, you good. It's funny you said that at this part because as I was watching the video, I was like, that shit's the dark. You know, you got lighter skinned sisters in there, you got darker skinned sisters, but you know that's why how it says my heritage is under me as a speckled bird. Right. So you got different shades, but you still going through hell. Go ahead. The chanclas other than the shirts that are for men, so they giving them men's shirts. The cloths, the rags, they all tore up. Go ahead. The clothes, the uniform, the dirty and old shirts that don't close up. Those are their pillows. Their pillows is just mats. We want justice, freedom. So if you're not free, what that make you?
Dang.
A slave. That's slavery. You so-called Hispanics are in slavery. Just like Carmelo Anthony has now become a slave. We are slaves here in America. You are not free. You can't just vote for Donald Trump. Play it.
Oh my God, I will vote. I will vote for Donald Trump.
You can't just vote for your slave master and everything's all good. It don't work like that.
Right.
This is the byproduct of you voting for Donald Trump.
I will vote for Donald Trump.
Hey, real quick, also. Can I get a script real quick? Hey, because read Matthew chapter 14, verse 14 real quick.
Let's go.
Because not only did Christ give us a way to move and to understand how to approach our people, because we some we say with compassion, some we say with fire, right? But bring out Matthew 14 verse 14 real quick.
Matthew chapter 14 and verse 14.
Read.
And Jesus went forth and saw a great multitude.
He saw the great multitude, which was our people. Read on.
And was moved with compassion.
He was
toward
moved
them.
with what?
Compassion toward them.
Real quick, 1 John 5 and verse 2.
Let's go.
Real quick. 1 John 5 and 2, and then I'm gonna give one more scripture if you don't mind also.
Thing, brother.
1 John chapter 5 and verse 2.
Read.
Come on.
By this we know that we love the children of God.
By this, what we are doing, we're teaching the command. We're teaching you how to repent. We teach you to come back to the Lord, to the law, statutes, and commandments. By what? Read on.
By this we know that we love the children of God.
Read.
When we love God and keep his commandments.
When you love God and you keep his commandments, this shows that you love your people.
That's
this
right.
shows that you are for your people. But when you sit here and you vote for Donald Trump, you vote for these other nations, that show that you hate your people. That show that you hate your people. Second, last scripture get on for me. 2 Chronicles 15.
And it's heavy that you bring out that compassion piece, because you know, white supremacy.